Okay, we are going to create our banyan tree positive space today. First thing you're going to do is always write your name and your teacher's name on the back. Write your first and last name in case your picture is chosen for the art fair, and I can write your first and last name. Oops, this one looks like it had some wetness on it already. That's okay. All right, the first thing you're going to do is draw a horizontal straight line. That's going to be our line where our tree touches the water. After that, you're going to draw a couple wavy lines from the middle diagonally to the sides. This part is going to be the trunk that's going to come down and touch that line. And sometimes I have these little curved lines. It's like the branches of the banyan tree. Now I'm going to start here, kind of inside, and make sort of a copycat line next to those lines. Those are going to be part of my branches. And then I'm going to start here, and I'm going to make another wavy line. And I'm going to make another copycat line. I might start a little bit higher to make this one look thicker. I'm going to make another copycat line. So here's two branches. I have to really pay attention to what I'm doing to make sure I don't get confused. This is going to be this branch. And then I probably could make one branch right here in the middle, right like that. So now I have all my branches. I might have like a little V kind of come in here. So now I've got good branches looking like they're going all the way off the edge of my paper. At this point, I'm going to start painting. If I want to have maybe one more branch, just a small one, come here. Or if I want to have these branches, these are the parts of the banyan tree that come down and root themselves from the branch into the ground. This is what makes them so strong to survive those hurricanes down where these banyan trees grow. You guys are going to use just a black paint today. It's going to be in a little cup. You're going to want to make sure that you just use the tip of your brush. I'm going to try to get that on the camera. So if I'm using just the tip, I know I can control the paint. And your messy mats are the same size, so you sort of have to adjust your picture. Just take your paint, you're going to pull the paint, filling in all of those white spots. When I need more paint, I'm just going to pull the paint. Notice how I'm just smoothing out my paint as I go. So I get that nice, dark, positive space for my banyan tree. That's going to look really nice when we add the color. The black and the watercolor will really contrast well. I'm going to fill in this space. Then I'm going to go to my next branch. I'm going to continue painting in my whole tree today. Make sure you guys are really concentrating. If I need to dip my brush in the paint again and continue to fill in all of those pencil marks that I did. I don't want to see my pencil marks. That's just kind of a guide for me. And as I paint, I keep my paintbrush kind of straight up and down so my hand's not dragging in my paint. And then I just smooth it out where I see it needs to be smoothed. So my paintbrush, the part of the paintbrush that's shiny is still clean. I'm not getting too much paint on my brush. That really helps me when I start painting in my spaces. All of these spaces are going to be painted in all the way down to this line with your paint. Now for these small lines, I'm going to give you pretty small brushes, but these small lines are sort of tricky. I've got to keep my paintbrush almost straight up and down, and I really go slow to make that a really thin line. And I don't use very much paint on my brush. If I get too much paint, then it's a thicker line. And that's kind of neat. It's kind of wobbly. That's like what a real branch would look like. And then when it's completely finished, this one's, I've started on the oil pastel, but you can see all of the branches are filled in nicely. This is going to be something we use with oil pastel. This black is not paint. That's part of the reflection, and we use oil pastel for that. All of the positive space up here, that was done with paint, and you're going to finish that today.